Hope y'all are having a good Friday. I had a great Friday, didn't have to work today, so I had to buy a dryer because my dryer broke out on me. So that's what I did today. Went to my mother's house, gave her Mother's Day like luncheon. It was fun. So this is Cooking with Kinsey, episode 6. We are making steak fajita quesadillas. I pretty much already cut everything up because I'm gonna try and make this really short because it's a Friday. But when I say pretty short, I mean probably like 30 minutes. Hi Bailey. So I already cut the steak up, most of it. I'm gonna show you a little bit how to cut it up. So here's the steak here. It's already marinated. I marinated it in, I have fajita seasoning here, garlic salt, use garlic salt on everything, a little bit of chili powder, and obviously some cumin. I have my beer right here. Hey Jackie, we're making steak fajita. Someone calls me right in the middle of that. That's crazy. No one ever calls me. Hey Tanya, we're making steak fajita quesadillas. Hey Blaine, steak fajita quesadillas. Anyways, all right. So steak's already cut up. I felt really bad because I cut up the peppers last night, and I felt bad that I didn't show you how to cut them up again. Tanya, I don't have vodka tonight. I just have beer. I forgot to buy mixed. Peppers are already cut up. Sorry about that. If you do want to know how to cut up peppers, let me know. I can show you that in a different video. The meat's already marinated and cut up, so I just wanted to do like little thin meat slices. So that's what they look like. Yeah, they look really good. Now I'm touching all this raw meat. That's cool. Beer is still good, Tanya says. That's good. Thanks. Thanks for the approval. I love it. Okay. So I'm also gonna do onions. If you don't like onions, don't add onions. So we're gonna start out with the veggies and the onions because since the meat is so small and thin, it's actually venison because I'm pretty poor and I can't afford beef steak sometimes. Kinda kidding, but I did that like grocery shop thing online and they didn't have what I was looking for. I wanted like a skirt steak. They didn't have that. So we're gonna put the onion in, cut the rest of that up. We're just gonna do slices. I already have some of it cut up. I don't know if you can see me. So I hope everyone had a good Friday. The weekend is here. You wanna be careful when you're cutting this onion not to cut yourself. Hey Nanny, do you like my apron again? I'm sporting it for you. I love it. All right, be careful. Like I said, don't wanna cut yourself. But I like onions, so I'm gonna put onions in mine. If you don't like onions, don't fucking put onions in yours. So just cut it up there. I had a couple drinks before this because it's Friday and I didn't work. So there's the onions. This is what they look like. Kind of like that. That's how you want them to be. I want, and like the peppers are like that too. Hey Stacy! So they all are kind of like the same shape. That one goes there. So we're gonna start the oven here. Can you still see my oven? It's really hard to have you guys see that stuff and this over here without moving it back and forth. I might have to move you because we're just gonna use that mostly anyways now because everything's already cut up. Hi Patty! Or rub your nose. Don't rub my nose, sorry. Did I do that? It's itchy. I don't have the Rona. So we're just gonna put some olive oil in there and heat it up here. We are making steak fajita quesadillas. I already did most of it, so sorry you won't get to watch a lot of it. Hey Megs, how are you? All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do, I feel like I need to wash my hands since Nanny said I rubbed my nose, and she's Nanny, you kind of have to listen to Nanny. So I'll be just over here. It just takes like 20 seconds. I don't know how long we're supposed to wash our hands. I don't remember. So you have to use soap. Just wash your hands quick. I just rubbed my nose. It wasn't like I was picking it or anything. Warm water, soap, rub them together. Y'all know how to wash your hands. Sorry, I apologize. apologize about rubbing my nose. How are you, Megs? I'm just drying my hands here if you don't know what I'm doing. My dry cloth is over there. So the steak, oh shoot. Okay, I was gonna show you how to cut the steak too. So you wanna cut against the grain for the steak. You gotta find the grain. Okay, so I can see the grain is going this way. So we're gonna cut it this way. That makes sense? Luke told me that and I'm like, so like perpendicular or what? Yes, that's what we're gonna do. But right now we're gonna add these peppers straight to the pan that has the olive oil in it. I have red, yellow, green, orange. Whatever kind of peppers you like. If you don't like green peppers, don't add green peppers. If you don't like peppers, don't make this recipe. So just add some. Woo! I think that's too hot. My bad. That's okay. Add them in there. We're also gonna make cilantro lime rice. But that only takes like 5 minutes. So this is how much I put in there. Hi, Gina. So we're just gonna let them cook a little bit. I don't know for how long, just however long I feel like it, I guess. I'm gonna use my tongs again. These fun tongs that I like. To mix that around. While that's cooking, I think it's still too hot. Oven sucks. While that's cooking, we are gonna cut the rest of that meat up. Kind of want to keep it separate from the onions. You don't want like cross-contamination. Hey, Dealey. Okay, so I want thin slices, and like I said, going against the grain, perpendicular, whatever you want to call it. And we're just gonna cut it away. Like I've said before, if you do follow my cooking shows, be careful with the knife. They are sharp. It wouldn't do very much good if it wasn't sharp. So I've already marinated the meat with fajita seasoning, garlic salt, cumin, and chili powder. So we just finished cutting up that meat here. If you want them smaller, just cut them up a little bit smaller. I'll show you what they look like. You want them like this size. Every time your pan is too hot. Yeah, that's because I talk too much. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Brittany. Oh, my mom and sister are watching. Thank you. Okay. So this has got a nice sear going on to it already. Sorry, I just got joining. I didn't get a notification. That's all right. We're making steak fajita quesadillas. If you don't like venison, don't put venison in it. Use regular steak. I was gonna buy a skirt steak, but I didn't. So the peppers are cooking. I used fajita seasoning. The meat's already marinated. Fajita seasoning here. Cumin, garlic salt, chili powder. And I cut up my steak really thin and small like that. We are gonna add the onions now that are already chopped up into that pan. Just like so. Then I don't think we need this anymore. Or this, because I'm gonna get a new one for the rest of the stuff. A coworker actually asked me to make this, and she hasn't joined yet, so I hope she watches this after the fact, or else I'm just like not gonna friend her anymore. Just kidding. So I got my ultralight here, and the food's cooking. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put seasoning in the veggies yet, because the meat's pretty seasoned. But I'll figure it out in a little bit. We're just gonna mix those around here. Some people like their veggies mushy. Some people like them crunchy. I would rather have them a little mushier. Hey Brooke, venison's better for you. Yes, venison is better for you. It's way more leaner too, way more lean. So that's why we're cooking with the venison. And oh, there's some onion in there. And for the fact that I didn't buy burger or steak. So for the cilantro lime rice that we're making as well, you're gonna use some Minute Maid rice because that's easy. I already have it measured out, and obviously since it's cilantro lime, you're gonna wanna buy a lime and cilantro. So that's about it. I also have this fancy pan over here. These are smelling so good. I wish you guys had like smell-o-vision. You could smell what I'm cooking. It smells so good. Alright. It's looking good too. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. This is what it's looking like right now. Looks pretty good. Smells delicious. We're going to cook that a little bit longer. So for the minute rice, I don't know why it's called minute rice. It usually takes about 5 minutes, I would think. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I don't really have the timer going, or ever. So I just put a cup of water, because I'm only doing a cup of rice. So you want to put a cup of water in a pot, which I'm not actually going to cook this yet. I just wanted to let you know because I'll probably forget that I'm showing you how to do that. But just 1 cup of water there, and then 1 cup of rice that we have right here. We're going to mix the veggies one more time. The meat is not going to take very long at all to cook because it's cut in such small pieces. And if you've ever cooked with venison, I don't know if you have, we cook with venison a lot. It cooks really fast and you don't want like it well done. So it's really only going to take like 4 minutes. So I kind of want the veggies to be more cooked. It actually looks really good. When I did the marinade on the meat here, I also did beef broth in it. Sometimes when people use like the packets of fajita seasoning, it says to add water. I don't use those packets, so I added beef broth. It's a really hard word for me to say, apparently. Another drink. Happy Friday, you guys. Alright, so we got the veggies almost done here. Actually, I would say they are done. I'm going to have you look at them again. What do you guys think? You think those are done? Hey, Corey. I would say they're done. They smell really good. So right to that, I'm just going to add the meat to it. Obviously, the veggies are going to cook more. Even though I'm going to add the meat to it, the veggies still are going to get some of the heat and still cook some more. So it doesn't matter if they're 100% done right now. I need to stop. We're going to use this Pampered Chef grater here. Connection available. Oh no, do you guys keep losing me? I'm sorry. Alright, so we'll just take the cheese here. I'm just using Colby Jack because that's what I have open. And we're just going to put it through the shredder here, just like this. It's not that hard. You just want enough because we're going to make the quesadillas. We're just going to put it on the tortillas. I haven't even showed you. We're just going to use 10-inch tortillas. Maybe they're 8-inch. I don't really know what they are. But that's what we're going to use for the quesadillas. Fajita quesadillas. And then the cilantro lime rice, you don't have to use a quesadilla for that. I'm only going to make the 2 quesadillas because there's only 2 of us. I invited someone over for dinner and they didn't want to show up, so whatever. Hey Chris! Hey Lindsay! Alright, so don't want to forget about the food cooking over here. We're just going to mix it around here. That meat is not really cooking at all. We'll just turn it up a little bit. And then, so we have the cheese, we're done with the peppers, so I'm just gonna set them over here. So with the tortillas, I don't know what you guys do. I'm gonna put some butter on them. Doesn't have to be a lot of butter. I like the taste of like the butter. Kind of like when you make a grilled cheese sandwich, you always put butter on the bread. That's kind of what we're gonna do here. So I just need 4 tortillas. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. You only have to butter the one side because just like a grilled cheese, you only like, you know, you're gonna have the stuff on this side and this is gonna be on the griddle. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. So you just take regular butter. For those of you just joining, we're making steak quesadillas. This is smelling really good, guys. I think I do need a little bit more chili powder and cumin, so I'm gonna add that. And a whole bunch of you guys have asked me to post ingredients so you could cook with me. Well, which that would be great, but I don't measure anything and I don't want your food to taste like shit, so this isn't working for me. There you go. I didn't put the swear jar out tonight because I'm doing really good. I'm not swearing. I thought that I just said the S word, but that's okay. So I'll show you what it looks like right now. It's actually almost about done. The meat is, hey Roxy. Yeah, Chris, this is just peppers, onions, venison steak. Like I said, if you don't like venison, don't use venison. Use a skirt steak is what I would use. That's what I wanted to use. The meat was marinated in fajita seasoning, cumin, chili powder, and garlic salt. I marinated it probably for like 6 hours. I did put some beef broth in it too. I don't know why, because some people put, if they use like the fajita seasoning mix, they always put water in it. So I just use beef broth, and then it won't taste as much like venison, which I like venison, but sometimes I like steak too. So anyways, so this is that buttered tortilla that I'm doing. You don't need a lot of butter, just like a little bit, and I'm just putting it all over there. Slather that up. Sorry guys. Looks really good. Actually, it just looks like a tortilla with butter on it. I'm sure it will be good, but right now it doesn't look that good. We'll just set that aside. Check on the meat again because I can hear it cooking. You're gonna have a little bit of liquid in there. Just because the peppers and the meat has a little bit of fat, even though it is venison. You're still gonna have a little bit of liquid in there from the peppers and the meat. Maybe the onions, I don't know yet. Or I don't know. It's perfect, actually. Really good. So I turned the heat off on that. So I just gotta butter up these. That's good stuff. I'm hungry. All right, so we have the 4 tortillas here. Hey, Selena. Hey. Hey, Janae. Thanks for watching. Tell Brandon I say hi. Alrighty. So I have, we're just gonna switch here. This griddle is what we're gonna use for the quesadillas because you can put 2 of them on there, and that's all me and Luke need is 2. So we're gonna put those on there. Put them about medium heat, I would say. You don't really need to put Pam on there just because the stuff is gonna be buttered. And then at this time for the rice here, that water, so this is just a pan with 1 cup of water. We're gonna put that over here on this other burner. I know you can't see the other burner. Just trust me that that's what I'm doing. You just want that to come to a boil. Maybe I can turn, you can see both of them. Yeah, you can. Okay, So this is for the quesadillas, so I'm just gonna put buttered side down, just like that. I have 2 of them already with butter on them. So those are gonna warm up there. How are you, Selena? Selena, I probably say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Then, oh, I probably need a hot pad. Let's do that. We'll just set it right here because that's a little bit easier for me to do. Then you're just gonna add however much you want of this. So this is the steak, onion, and pepper mix. However much you want. You kind of want, like, I have the tongs, so the liquids, I'm kind of draining the liquid here. It smells really good. I hope Luke likes this. Last night I had homemade pizza, but I forgot to buy pizza sauce, so I had to do homemade sauce too. And he's like, wait, this is homemade? It's really good. It's better than store-bought. I'm like, oh, thank you. It was really good. I did some green peppers and onions on it, and sausage and pepperoni. I don't know how to make homemade crust, so I didn't, but I'll show you guys what this looks like in like 2 seconds here. I just wanna, you don't want it all the way to the edges. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Whoop. So this is what it looks like right now. Thank you. I hope it tastes good. That's what it looks like right now. We're just gonna add some of that cheese on there, just right on top, just like so. If you, like I said before, if you don't like cheese, don't use cheese. If you don't like onions, don't use onions. Don't like venison, use steak. Doesn't matter, doesn't hurt my feelings at all. The only thing that hurts my feelings is when no one watches my show. But I get it, once the quarantine's over, you guys all probably have something better to do than sit here and watch Kinsey all day. That's okay, I still need to eat and I still need to cook, so I'll probably still do this. If it bugs you, don't watch. Just hurt my feelings, it's okay. Just like so. Whoop. Yeah, when you drop it, it's okay, just put it right back on. So that's going. We're just gonna butter the other 2 slices of this, the other 2 tortillas. I'm getting thirsty, that's my problem. Nom, nom, nom. All right, so we have that one already. And just one more here. And I see I have just a little bit of cheese left on my cutting board here. I will just add that on there so I don't have to do anything else with it. Woo! Knife's on the ground. All right, so with the cheese, there's what it looks like right now. I'm gonna add the tops of these. You're gonna kind of want to press them down, but remember, you have to put the butter side up. You don't want the butter side down. Butter side up there. I'm gonna grab a little spatula. Just press them down a little bit. All right, maybe not. That was a bad thinking. I just got the butter everywhere. All right, so then for the cilantro lime rice, you have the lime here. If you've ever done this, you want to kind of smush it out just to get all like the liquids flowing here. Move that cheese. Then we're gonna want to cut this in half. Just like so. So if you don't use the whole thing, that's okay. You can always put it in like a vodka drink, which I might do after the show. Oh, it smells really good. It smells like my vodka drinks. Then also with the cilantro, if you ever use cilantro, it looks like this. Has all these stems. Hey, Molly. So it looks like that. We don't really want the stems. We just want the leafy part. So I'm just gonna pull the leaves off. I probably don't need all of this, but I'm honestly not gonna use it for anything else. I mean, you can use it if you make like homemade salsa. I just buy store-bought salsa. That's what we're gonna use there. Don't forget about your food, cooking. I get so caught up talking to myself when I'm doing this, so For those of you just joining, I'm making steak quesadillas and cilantro lime rice. So my water's boiling over there. We're just gonna grab the rice here. Pour it right in. Sometimes it gets stuck in the cup here. You can just use a fork to kind of get it out. Perfect. And then just shut the heat off. Put that lid right on. Now we gotta flip these quesadillas. Hopefully they are not done yet. Okay, that's all right, because I still got stuff to do over here. So I got the cilantro stemmed. Some people think cilantro tastes like soap. Some people think it tastes like mint. I don't know why. If you actually Google it, it's a real thing. So some people hate cilantro because who would want to eat soap in their food? Luke's actually not a huge fan of cilantro, but I like it. I think he's one of the people that thinks it tastes like soap. It really is a thing. If you guys Google it, like for real. So I'm like, what the hell is cilantro? It doesn't, because he's like, it tastes like soap. Actually, I don't think he said it tastes like soap. Someone else told me it tasted like soap, and then I Googled it, and they were so right. People do think it tastes like soap. Anyway, so we're just gonna chop this up here, small little pieces. I don't know if you had like a chopper, like an onion chopper, it might work. I do have an onion chopper actually. Pretty sure Janae gave it to me. One of those Pampered Chef ones. So that looks pretty good there. Yeah, it smells really good. I don't think it really tastes like mint or soap. I think it tastes like cilantro. Like you can taste it in salsa a lot of the times, but if you don't ever cook with it, you don't know what that taste is. So I'm gonna take one more drink here. Again, thank you guys for watching the 6th episode. If you missed the first 5, you can totally watch them. They're on my Facebook. We're gonna flip these now. You wanna be careful when you flip them. Like I'm probably gonna make a fucking mess. I got a little burnt. That's okay. It happens. They're not like burnt. I'll show you here in a second. I wouldn't call it burnt. It just is crispy. Show you here once you put the stuff on it. So this is what it looks like right now. Is chicken fajita, nope, not chicken, steak fajita quesadillas. The rice is still cooking. I'm gonna pick up that knife that I dropped on the floor. I'll just put that in the sink. So on top of the quesadillas, you can use whatever you want. Like I said, I have the salsa. Whatever kind of salsa you like. If you make homemade salsa, use that. I have a little bit of lettuce here. And sour cream. I never really buy sour cream. Usually I use Greek yogurt. I don't really know why. Greek yogurt is pretty good. You can't really tell the difference. I made a stroganoff one time, and then instead of putting sour cream, I did Greek yogurt. They couldn't even tell the difference. I was feeding like 5 guys. They're like, "Oh, this is so good." I'm like, "Is it?" I'm like, "Thanks. It's Greek yogurt, not sour cream." It was kind of funny. So what we're gonna do when the rice is done here, oh, I really wanted to buy guacamole too, but like I said, I did like the grocery pickup thing and I couldn't find it online under anything. So I ended up not buying it. I've never made my own. If you guys know how to make your own, let me know. I will totally make my own. I love guacamole. This is smelling really good. I just don't want to burn the bottom ones. The bottom ones tend to cook a little bit faster, probably because my pan's hotter. Yeah, they're already done. Okay, so we're just gonna turn the heat off on those for a second, because I haven't decided what to do with them yet. Just kidding. We're almost done here. Can anyone tell me how long I've been on? Because I can't really see when I'm talking. Hey, Kelly! If you want to check your ice, definitely do that. Usually the water will be all evaporated. With the rice, we're gonna add the cilantro and a little bit of butter, and then the lime. You don't have to use all of the lime. You can use the rest of it for your vodka drink. If you don't drink vodka, I'm sorry. I do, so. Yum. All right, let's grab one of these so you guys can see it. And I don't gonna be good for like leftovers. So here is one of them. I'm gonna cut it so you can see it. Bloop. Clean up a little workstation for me. Smells delish. So the butter just gives like, also if you want to add more stuff into the quesadilla, you totally can. Like I didn't put that much in it just because they kind of get messy to eat, and Luke tells me I always add too much stuff. Like when I make a burrito, I made breakfast burritos the other day and he's like, it's really good, but there's too much like stuff in it. So I tried not to do that today. Oh, the top of that one just came right off there. Smells good, looks good. I'll just show you what we're looking at here. Looks really good. Hey Courtney! Steak fajita quesadillas and cilantro lime rice is what we got tonight. Alright, so those look really good and they smell really good. I'm gonna set that over there. The rice is done. So, we're just gonna take, oh, where'd my fork go? You just wanna fluff it up a little bit. Fluffy. All the water pretty much is gone. I had a cup of water in there and a cup of rice. All of that. The rice I think like soaks up the water or something. That makes sense because if you break your phone or if you put your phone in water, you put it in rice and it usually like sucks it up. Okay, so cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, don't make this recipe. We're just gonna add it right in there. If you think it tastes like soap, don't add it in there. Just like that much, I think. And then some of the lime that we had rolled out so it got all the juices flowing and crap. You just wanna like, yeah, put it right in there. If you've never had this, it's actually really good. I had it, someone's Pampered Chef party. I think it was Janae's. Had a Pampered Chef party and they did like a chicken quesadilla, or a chicken fajita rice bowl. And it was, I'm just gonna add the rest of the cilantro. If Luke doesn't like it, he doesn't have to eat it, right? Anyways, it was really good and I'm like, I don't think I like cilantro lime rice. It was good. I like it and I've made it ever since. I figured it was gonna be a great addition to these quesadillas. Grab another knife because my last butter knife that I had fell on the floor if you weren't here watching that. So we're just gonna add like this much butter. Just put it right in there. It's already pretty warm, so it will heat up, or it'll melt, I mean. Should be good. What else do we got here? Thanks for joining, guys. Beth, Sabria, and Wendy. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming. We have steak, fajita, quesadillas, and cilantro lime rice. It's a delish. They're already done, so I'm gonna log out here after I plate it so you guys can see. This smells delish. I love this rice. You don't have to use Minute Maid rice. I think it's just easier, so I do. You can use like the long grain rice or whatever. Whatever you have. If you don't want to make the rice, don't make the rice. If you don't want to make the quesadillas, don't make the quesadillas. If you want to drink something other than beer, drink something other than beer. So this is what we got for you, friends. It's not really burnt. It kinda, my phone sucks, but looks really good. Smells really good. I wish I had guacamole to go on it, but I don't because I couldn't find it online. So thank you guys for watching episode 6 of Cooking with Kinsey. Steak quesadillas and cilantro lime rice. I will be back next week with whatever anyone tells me to make. Love you all. I hope you have a good weekend. Bye. Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining. Bye.